Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the NWA review or NWA Power review for the, let's see, 15th of June 2021. NWA continues to be one of the better promotions in the country in terms of actual wrestling content as opposed to high spots, flippy floppy, lack of storytelling. So if you're into wrestling from the 80s and 90s, worth checking this out, even though they have lesser names. Trevor Murdoch joins Kyle Davis at the podium, and he opens the show, talks about how he went home to his wife, and she pointed out he had Nick Aldis beat at the When the Shadows Fall pay-per-view. Aldis made it personal, and Murdoch promised that he wasn't done with him, and he wouldn't be done until he became NWA World Champion. That'll be cool. Although I almost like the idea of Aldis becoming like a 3-year champion if it's at all possible to stretch it out that long. I don't think it is, but hey, who knows? Austin Idol and Titus were with May Valentine. May Valentine, I'm sorry, but continues to be the worst part of the show week by week. And Idol's demanding a TV title match with the Pope because they had their match at the pay per view and the things didn't go the way that everybody planned, at least from that perspective. Tyrus claims that the win was clean, but then Jordan Clearwater came out and asked for 5 minutes of their time, saying that BLKG's sent him for a meeting in the conference room. Tyrus grabbed him by the throat and said he would meet him in the ring next week. Melina defeats Gemicide and Kenzie Page. Kenzie Page is someone I really enjoy. Quick match. Melina looked like she had a little bit of ring rust, or maybe just they didn't clear. Um, anyway, so Paige and Melina tried to double team Gemicide. It didn't work out well for anybody. Gemicide hits a clothesline on both women. Gemicide then sent them to the outside. Melina and Paige then fight it out. Melina goes for the head scissors from the corner. Paige counters and pulls Melina to the canvas. Gemicide makes a save and a pin and hits a clothesline followed by a sharpshooter on Paige. Melina puts a sleeper on Gemicide, but then got tossed. Paige sends Gemicide into the corner post, but Melina rolls up, and then Paige scores a pinfall victory. Women's champion Camille is with Valentine and says she's angry at Melina for ruining her coronation last week. She threatens her and gives her thoughts on Tom Latimer having to face Chris Adonis in the tournament for the national title, which they are not fans of. Also, she looked elsewhere for her next opponent, which is kind of interesting because it's kind of teasing that there's new people coming. PJ Havoc, Sal Renaro, and Danny Deals are at the podium, each talking about potentially becoming number one contender for the TV title. Colby Carino cuts them off, and Ronaldo said that he was a fan of Carino's dad, but Carino called Ronaldo a goof and said that he deserved to be in for thinking that he deserved to be in contention. Ronaldo pointed out that he didn't make the match, but Carino saw uh, Hawks and Ronaldo in his way, so he went for triple threat for TV title number one contendership for the shot whenever it happens. Aaron Stevens and PJ Hawks go to a no contest. Hawks is showing heart for defending his family name against the attacks of Carino earlier, and then Stevens stays on and hits him for a bit. We get some technical wrestling, but as soon as Hawks is able to get the better of him, the technical wrestling is gone. Stevens switches to power moves and almost out of frustration. Good bit of storytelling there. Match is thrown out by the referee when Beasta 666 and Mecha Wolf run in and attack both men. Luke Hawks attempts to make the save, but La Rebellion lay him out with a power bomb into a backstabber. They mark this as they call this the mark of the beast. Beasta and Wolf then stormed the podium and said they didn't come here to make friends. They came here to win. They came here for the tag team championships, and that's Stevens and J.R. Curtis at this time, and that's their next targets. Slice Boogie and Marshy Rockette interrupt promo from a masked man from last week, saying they found the mask in the garbage can and he didn't belong in the NWA. Masked man looked on silently, not even moving his eyes from his intended targets. Latmir, Adonis, and Paro on the podium. Paro said that everything was changing in the NWA and he's going to win the national championship. Adonis and Latmir discussed Latmir laying down for Adonis if he keeps the title in the family, and that would make the other men respect him, apparently. So, main event, JTG defeated Fred Rosser and El Rudo in the NWA National Title Tournament semifinal. JTG looks better than one would expect after being away from the national scene for so long. Match is fun for what it is. Rudo tries to make an alliance with both men along the way, and neither one take him seriously. JTG and Rosser team up and beat on Rudo. JTG does a phantom dropkick that missed Rosser. And then Rosser and JTG trash talk each other, but Rudo cuts them off, does a rope walk a blockbuster, which is pretty awesome to look at. Hopefully it goes somewhere in terms of building to something. Maybe it's another version of the question mark. El Rudo could become kind of a cult favorite. I could see it happening. Rosser hits back body drop on Rudo and JTG sends him to the floor. Rosser then hits a power slam on JTG, but Rudo breaks it up. Rudo then throws JTG to the apron and sends Rosser into a starting of an exchange with him. Rudo hits an STO, but JTG breaks up the pin attempt. JTG hits Rudo with a bulldog, and Rosser broke things up. Rudo then hits a snowplow on JTG for near fall. JTG manages to hit the Brooklyn Edge and score a pinfall win to advance to the finals of the tournament. And don't like the fact that this was in a three-way, but it is what it is. And JTG says in a promo that he, in fact, is going to win the gold because that's why he's in the NWA. So hopefully this has been enjoyable. Again, it's one of the better wrestling programs on the internet or anywhere for that matter. But until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.